Guess who's back?
Back again.
It's Reese and Grace.
Tell a friend.
You know what? In fact, tell everybody. Because Smoke News is back.
Woo!
With the sole purpose of bringing you the news concerning your university campuses.
Of which there are 5. Well, 4.5.
Oh, do tell, Grace.
Well, there's me from Harrow, which is basically up north.
Very true.
Then we have Cavendish, where the scientific minds gather.
Eureka.
Then we got the Marylebone campus, where we are right now, the home of the architects and mini tycoons. And
fired.
finally, the lucky ones at Regent Street with Oxford Street right on their door. You jammy!
And Little Titchfield Street, a mini campus. Part of Regent's campus, actually. Sort of like the moon to Regent's planet.
Yeah, why's that?
Well, LTS has a library and Regent's doesn't. Well, enough about Westminster 101.
Time for news. It's time for Smoke News.
So I'm here with Jay Gohill, the Vice President of the Marylebone campus, and we just want to see what he's been getting up to. So Jay, what's been going on?
Hello, it's Andy Backhouse here at the Regent Street campus. Let's hear what students really have to say about David Cameron's immigration policies.
Hi, my name is Camilla. I'm here at the Marylebone campus today at the annual career fair. I'm here to talk to some of the students and companies to see what's offer and what's going on today.
Hey everybody, what's the crack? Yes, that is my new catchphrase I'll be using from now on Smoke TV, so get used to it.
Hi, we're here with Ross Buchanan, who's won the chance to present the SRA Selector for our university.
Hi everyone, it's Indian summer outside, and we are here as usual on our weekly fashion adventure.
Now on to a more serious note, as the National Union of Students vote against condemning Islamic State.
The proposal was opposed by Malia Boutia, the NUS Black Students Officer, who argued the motion was Islamophobic and pro-American military intervention.
The group of students also urged the union to condemn IS and support the Kurdish forces fighting against it, while expressing no confidence or trust in the UK military intervention.
We spoke to Regent students about whether the student union should be involved in international politics and if the benefits the student body on a whole.
I don't know, I agree and I don't agree, but the main reason I say I agree is because students have such a great platform to make change, and with the SU on board they can drive and make that change.
There's obviously a lot of students who want to be active in looking for answers and stuff like that, so I think it is a positive thing and they should be more interested in the international political scene.
I think at the moment, in terms of Westminster, I think the student union is very segregated. That's why it's very difficult for them to make a definite stance on international relations. You've got different students, holding different opinions and views. So it's really difficult to find a majority of students with the same kind of opinion, because there's an array of views.
Most campuses obviously have no platform for the policy, so it's really up to students to make their own mind whether they believe in one thing or another. I don't think it should be kind of forced upon people.
They should know the consequence before they go into the idea, because with every action there's a consequence. So if they don't necessarily know what they're getting themselves into, they shouldn't go into.
Now moving on to a disease that is fastly grabbing the world's attention.
Achoo!
Grace!
Reese, it's just a sneeze. Besides, Ebola hasn't even hit the country yet in the UK. There's still a few weeks left.
Well, I still think it's important that we know how the best way to protect ourselves.
Well, haven't you read tips given by the NHS? As long as you don't touch my wee, my sick, or my blood, and wash your hands, you'll be fine.
So I can touch other people's?
Reese, I was generalising.
Oh.
Come on, man.
Sorry.
Following on, the NUS are pulling their support for the free education march, as NUS President Tony Pearce stated that with huge reluctance and regret, she's outlining why NUS is not positioned to support the demonstration.
No, I totally agree. I think it's a privilege to pay £9,000. In fact, I pay 15. Mums and dads would have no idea what to do with the money, though.
I concur. It's such a thrill having my card declined on a daily basis.
In September, the union's National Executive Committee passed a motion to formally endorse a demo organised by a coalition of student groups, including the National Campaign Against Fees and Cuts, the Student Assembly Against Austerity, and the Young Greens.
Originally, they stated that it was the lack of safety provisions for disabled people why they couldn't support the event, causing them to back away.
Like Homer in a bush.
Okay.
A quote from Miss Pearce said, NUS has a policy to support free education and we will continue to lobby and campaign for this, but no action that we take should be put above the ability for all of our members to be safe. We have gone to considerable lengths to help change that position by working with organisers, but that time has now run out.
Noble decline or simply cold feet?
Now, the NHS could charge international students to use the health services from as soon as next year, an investigation by Cardiff Student Paper has revealed.
The health surcharge of £150 a year will be introduced introduced as part of changes the government are making to student visas in an effort to avoid health tourism. Those already studying in the UK will not be affected, but new students will have to pay as part of their visa application process.
It seems the Prime Minister is looking to make it harder for terrorists to coordinate their attacks with some new surveillance plans.
Sounds good, right? Except for the fact that this may mean a public ban on messaging apps such as WhatsApp, iMessage and, dare I say it,
please do,
Snapchat.
No!
Yes, David Cameron could block WhatsApp and Snapchat if he wins the next election as part of his plans for new surveillance powers announced by the wake of the shootings in Paris.
One of the busiest times for students at the moment is the Christmas break.
Ho 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 to those deadlines. So we at Smoke News have decided to give you a survival guide on how to save yourself from a meltdown.
Yes.
Firstly, don't think of deadlines as an enforcement, more of a suggestion.
Secondly, don't listen to Reese. Here's Camilla with some expert advice.
Hi, my name is Camilla. I'm here with a few tips on how to save yourself from a complete meltdown when university work hits really hard. One of them is be good to yourself. Sleep in, eat a nice meal, watch a movie, read a good book. Remember, if you have fun, everything gets a lot better and a lot easier.
So Ross, what's this about?
The SRA Selector is basically the chance for 6 students across the UK to present their version of The Selector, which is a programme about British music that broadcasts to the whole world.
Anna, what is going on?
We're just making an immersive drawing space, really. We've just put paper everywhere and we just want people to come and join in and do some creatives.
So let's see what formulas they follow in their fashion.
I got this thing for you. If you come closer, I can whisper in your ear.
Do you think that Cavendish campus got its own fashion style?
Yeah, there's a variety of types of clothing, and you have different cultures that wear differently, and you got everything here basically.
Hair's a bit dry, everyone's all dark.
Right.
The thing is about this campus is that we all have different tastes and different fashion, and we bring a lot of diversity.
Have you heard of the app Happen?
No.
Okay, well here we go, we're on for a treat now. Okay, it's an app which is like, I think is an upgraded version of Tinder basically.
Okay.
And all you do is, if someone else has this app and you come across them while walking along, they'll come up on your screen.
No.
I think that's almost like Big Brother actually. It's like they're spying on you and they're telling you, oh, you guys are in the same vicinity, you should hook up. That's really weird.
Do you have a message for David Cameron?
My message for David Cameron would be to just think carefully about his words, think carefully about his policies, because he's going to put us in more trouble than he thinks he is.
Think more calmly, and then usually gradual changes are better accepted than big, harsh, surprising moves.
I'm a Green Party supporter. There you go.
So that's what the students here at Regent's campus had to say about David Cameron's views, but let us know your thoughts. Get in touch on Twitter, join the debate. #Smoke News.
Okay, so I'm standing here with Yusam. He is an artist. So Yusam, what are you doing?
I'm just doing some live painting and trying to promote spray painting and let people have a go.
So is this your work?
Yeah, that's mine.
How long did it take you to work, mate?
This one has taken me so far about 3 hours.
3 hours?
Yeah.
3 hours in the cold.
Yeah.
That's commitment.
This next bit is for those of you who are thinking about going to Oxford University next year.
The institution, which is notoriously tricky to be accepted into, has released some of its infamously difficult interview questions.
So naturally, Grace and I thought we'd have a little go. Ready, Grace?
I'm ready.
All right. If you could save either the rainforests or the coral reefs, which would you choose?
I choose the rainforest because, all the little cute monkeys, and I love little monkeys, and I want to save those.
Speciest.
Okay, is it easier for organisms to live in the sea or in land?
It's got to be land. I can't imagine running for a bus with that kind of wave resistance in my face.
Okay.
Yeah. And finally, we end with a big announcement that nominations for the SU elections are once again open.
Woo! Nominations are opening on the Monday the 5th for sabbatical officers. So if you are up for a challenge and would like to stand for one of the positions of campus VPs, the SU president or NUS delegates, head over to uwsu.com for more details.
But don't forget also to vote in the general election where parties include the Conservatives, Labour, Lib Dems, Green, Monster Raven Looney Parties, BNP, Pirates, Animal Welfare.
And so much more.
Because, we're impartial and all that.
We are impartial.
Well, folks, that's all we have in time for this headline-fueled edition of Smoke News.
But we'll be back next week to keep you updated on everything. But until next time.
You stay classy, Westminster.
Really?
Oh, come on. I had to do it at least once.